Welcome back to the Daily Dose. I'm Susan, that's Robert, and there's apparently a tree in the woods or something.
You know,
Um,
if you didn't know better, you'd think it was Arbor Day here on Daily Dose. Yes, there's a tree in the woods. The idea being that if a tree falls in the woods and no one hears it, did it really fall, right? So when it comes to development of a person, a program, a movement, there's a necessary safe space, ideation, a place in the quiet place in the woods, I think that needs to happen. And looking back, we had that. And it was strangely provided by COVID and Zoom, where we currently are. Shout out to Zoom. Um, Nobody was watching because it's us, right? It's a very small group. And we had 4 months of classes getting together to be to be in the woods together, as it were. And we needed that both for all of you to go, yeah, there's something here, and for me to go, okay, they agree there's something there, to for your guys' experience to meet my confidence over that online space. That's what it was.
we didn't really know that you were struggling to stay alive, afloat.
Yeah, yeah, that I didn't let anybody know that at the
You
time.
were so charming and a great teacher that we followed
It was,
all of us.
yeah, I saved my travails for you guys until I was much closer to graduation. You guys know this almost didn't happen a couple times.
Yeah. You know, you were going through the program, the PhD program. We were going through early learning of improv.
Right. Right.
We, you had super high stakes, and I guess there was we knew you were in the program and stuff, but for us who came back week after week and learned new games and inched our way toward confidence and like flexibility and
Yeah.
a comfort level in that. Those were two different things that were going on. I never really thought about that till just now.
Mhm.
Um, and it was really your leadership that kept us moving forward without us being concerned that you were at the risk that was had been imposed on you. You were not at risk for anything you did. You were at risk.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, it would have been, it's one of those things when you go on an adventure that gets cut out early for whatever reason. You don't just go back to the ordinary world. You go back with a paper bag over your head, and you're probably 6 feet lower than you just were.
Yeah.
Had I flamed out in a year, um, I, I I can't even imagine, because I had just turned 50 at a year too. So this was a life stage too. It was like, nope, this is who I am. This is what I'm doing. I'd made significant promises to my family that this was the thing, you know.
And I don't think anybody except us who have Parkinson's who are doing this with you actually get what this is doing for the community and
Mm,
why it needs to be bigger.
mm.
It's so empowering every Tuesday, every Thursday, and every day one class as well.
Mm. Well, and it's a good time to transition that, to say that, because story wise, where I'm at in the book, like, is that time when we first met. And actually, we could talk about that, because that's the precipice between uh, the jam, well, I2IPD, as it was called back then, with the scary
Yeah.
light bulb. We don't have to show that or anything.
Mhm.
But that was our 4 months of, hey, we did something that worked in an improv sense. Two, meeting you for the first time. We knew enough about each other to say, hey, guess what? Yeah, I know it's COVID, but we know we can travel. Here's how to do it. My husband does it all the time. Let's meet in person just to see if we can push this friendship further, and see what it means for both of us, right? What are we
And
doing?
what are we doing?
Yeah.
It was like we both knew there was this future out there,
Right.
which is it's a incorporated nonprofit right now. It's
Correct.
amazing.
Yeah, and heading up onto 500 doses here. We're getting close to that.
Yeah.
And we were right on the edge of something again you didn't know anything about, which was the day one program. And that's where I want to jump into next was the early stages of that because boom. So let's come back in a minute.